Happy Monday, my people. I hope everybody is doing wonderful. So this is going to be your weekly pull for this week. It tends to go a couple of weeks too for some people. Depends on where you're at in the cycle. Hold up. First card already passes out. Spirit. Then I had to flip the whole freaking deck. So let me get everything back in order so we can see. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Oh, so you know how we do this. You can choose one card, you can choose two cards, or the whole message. Dang, may apply to you. Let's see what we got. Okay, so all of them fell out. So I'm just kind of like, what the hell? I got real excited. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we got to double up on card 6. So let's get right into it. If you chose card number 1, you could be planning a vacation, going on a vacation. You could be in a place that is cold and trying to make it to this tropical island. You know what I always say, drink a rum punch for me. This could be travel coming up. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be on an island. This could be even taking a road trip for some people. But this could be planning a trip or vacation this week that you may be taking later on. So if you're not going on this trip this week, you may be trying to pay off a trip or plan something that's going to take you in later in the year. For some of you, I feel like this is going to be springtime or summer. For some of you, you possibly are getting on a plane or a boat this week and traveling out for some type of vacation or trip. Looks like the vacation is going to be really, really good. The weather is good. For a lot of you, I feel like I keep hearing sunscreen. So if you know you burn easily, if you know that, there's elements out there that you're not used to, especially if you're coming from a cold climate and you're like, I don't never tan or I never burn, you might want to go ahead and bring sunscreen because I keep hearing it. Some of you be really, really careful because I feel like you could even get involved in a little fling, a vacation fling. I don't see the love cards here, but I'm getting somebody on the beach with sand in certain places that, it got there by certain things that I'm not going to say are inappropriate. But for some of you, if you are out on the beach and you meet this temptation or whatever, you might want to be careful with the sand. Might not feel really good down there. So if this is not applying to you, it's not your message. For the ones that are going down there to meet somebody or going down there with somebody, then it may apply to you. Whatever it is, have a good time. Have a drink for me. Card number 2. Card number 2 is education. Now, for some of you, this could be learning something, of course, new. Going back to school. For some of you, you could be traveling out. Could be going to a different state or a different country to learn something or to get your education. Some of you were just waiting for a letter to come in, or you were waiting for things to move out the way or for things to progress for this to happen for you. So I feel for a lot of you, there is travel that's going to be involved with this. This could be college students getting ready to move out, going to a dorm. This could also be people that are, like I said, taking some type of trip where could be a spiritual trip, a retreat, but learning something, going somewhere to learn something new. So there's a lot of, I feel like, studying or reading that's going to be coming with this. For some of you, I keep getting holistic medicine. So you could be taking some type of spiritual trip to an island or to some place where there is some type of retreat where either you're learning about holistic medicine or you're participating in holistic medicine. For some of you, this could be one of those, what do you call them? The getaway spas or the retreat where you go for weight loss. Because I feel like there's massage, there's yoga, there's classes. For some of you, not all of you, but some of you could be going on some type of spiritual journey for enlightenment at one of these places. For a few of you, I feel like this could even be some type of learning about alchemy or some form of magic or occultism, mysticism. Won't apply to everybody, but for some of you it will. For those that are not into those things, this could be just going ahead and getting your money straight, getting your loan, getting your financial aid, and going back to school, learning some things that you need to learn. For some of you with card number 3, road opener, you could have had some obstacles getting this done. Maybe you were supposed to travel out somewhere else, but you had obstacles that were holding up this education or this trip. But with card number 3, it's showing that your road is open. So there could be this big thing where all the things that were holding you back, I don't have enough money, or I can't travel at this time, or they don't have enough space for me. Whatever this is, if you were doing this for education, it's showing that that door is going to open up for you. Now, for card number 3, if you're not trying to go back to school or you're not trying to travel out to learn something, for some of you, this is just coming to the end of a line with a difficult situation where you feel like things are really starting to open up. It's like, God damn it, I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. This is illuminating it. So if you've been feeling like you've just been hitting your head on the wall or there's nothing moving and you keep trying to push things, for a lot of you, this is showing that your path is illuminated and it's open now. Take the opportunity to move forward with it, especially if you've been stuck for a while and you're like, nothing is working for me. Take the opportunity to move forward because it's showing that the light is going. Now, this light might not burn forever. It's an oil lamp. So eventually the light may go out. Get where you need to get. Don't procrastinate. Don't bullshit with stuff, especially if you got things that you need to do because your road is open. If you're trying to start a business, go back to school, get a house, whatever it is, this is the time to go ahead and try to push it through. If you wait, you might miss the opportunity, and then you got to wait again for the light to illuminate again. So for those that have been feeling like there's been a rough time, a rough patch, things are going to start to open up for you. Things are going to start to be illuminated. Make sure you look at things clearly, and then you don't procrastinate and take too long, okay? Card number 4. Card number 4 is illness. Now, for some of you, this card to me always digestive problems, constipation. I don't know. Sometimes I even get acid reflux with this, even food allergies. So for some of you, you could be going through a hard time where either you have a stomach virus or you're having some type of digestive problems. For some people, this could definitely be the flu or being sick enough where you're put down. Well, I shouldn't say put down like an animal, but you don't have a lot of energy to get up and go. So for some of you, there definitely is this thing where you may not feel motivated to get out of bed because of either some stomach issue, digestive issue. Some of you may honestly even be caretaking somebody, because I'm getting somebody bringing another person's soup. Some of you may be caretaking somebody who is bedridden. This could even be somebody who's pregnant and not able to move around. So you could be bedridden. For some of you, I feel like you do have support around you where the person is bringing you juice, they're bringing you food, they're making sure that you're taken care of. So I don't feel like this is a long-term illness. I feel like this is something that kind of puts you down for a little bit, but then you kind of get your energy back, or you get your health back. So I don't feel like this is really, really major. I don't feel like this is surgery, even though I keep hearing recuperation. If it is a surgery, I feel like it's minor. I don't feel like it's something where you're going to be like permanently like this. So for some of you, definitely this could be bed rest. This could be just being weak where you can't get out of bed. For some of you, this could even be taking care of a person who's bedridden and they need a caretaker. I'm keep hearing to up your fluids and to eat more fruit. So that may apply to somebody, and maybe you already know that you need to do this. I'm also getting for some people that if there is food allergies, if you're eating certain things, you might want to be careful, especially if they're making you sick. Spirit is saying pay attention to some of the things that you're digesting. So some of you could be having a problem with digestion or the way you're processing your food because you're eating something that may not agree with you. So be really, really careful with that. If you have been sick, it could be that you're going to get better, or you're coming to the end of this with this. Now, for some of you, this could even be stress about having blocks that need to be opened. Maybe some of you are even stressed about going back to school. Will I have enough money? Will I have the time? Or if you're traveling out for an opportunity, there could be some stress. But with the road amp opener, this could be things opening up for you. For those that, if you're going through stress, I feel like the situation gets better. So if you've really been having problems sleeping at night and it's affecting your diet, you're not eating well or you're overeating, you're coming to something that's going to be a little bit better. Now, moving on to card number 4. And I'm trying to see, I feel like I got something else to say about card number 3, but it's not the pregnancy card, but some of you might be having complications with a pregnancy. So if you are, this, like I keep coming back to bed rest, if you are having complications, this could be bed rest for pregnancy. Please heed your doctor's warning. If you're not supposed to be moving around, if you're supposed to really be taking care of yourself, do it. Do it. Now, card number 5. New opportunity, new job. This could be something that you put in a resume for, an application for, that's finally coming through. Road opener card could be talking to something that is opening up. For some of you, you could be stressing about a situation with a job, or possibly having to travel out for an opportunity. Now, if you are, I feel like everything is going to be okay. This is a really good opportunity that has the potential to bring in good money. There's leadership always involved with this card. This person is sitting tall. So this could be a lot of pressure put on you because of a job position, and it may be why some stress is coming up. If you just started a new job, take care of yourself. Take your vitamins, drink your alkaline water, you know, if you're vegan, whatever the healthy thing is, you know, I'm not even on all that kick. So if you're like me and you're working hard, stay hydrated. For some of y'all, this may be a whole different diet thing that you got to change some things up because it could be affecting you. I do see that there's a lot of potential with this job. So if you've been looking for something, been putting your resume and things out there, I feel like you're going to open up something that has potential, has growth, that's going to come in really strong for you. Now, don't feel intimidated if you chose card number 5 and you're going into something and it's like, oh, I can't click to what this is. I feel like there could be some on-the-job training. Are you learning something? Be sure that you're open, though. Don't go in with an ego. Don't go in and you can't take constructive criticism. Be really open to it, because I feel like there's potential for something to really grow, something for you to move up in promotions. But you have to be open-minded and willing to learn. For some of you, I do feel like this could even be a career change. And maybe that is why there's more education needed with this. Don't be stressed. Don't get scared about it, because you can't handle it. This could even be going into something too hard and being a workaholic. Pace yourself. Pace yourself if you have a new job. Don't go in trying to solve everything in 1 week, because once you start that pace, that's what they're going to expect from you. So if you're starting a new job, learn what you need to learn, pace yourself, and gradually allow yourself to grow. If you come in too quick, too fast, and then you slow down later, they're going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? So take your time. Card number 6. Card number 6, we're dealing with anxiety, depression, and feeling trapped. So if you chose card number 6, you could be going through a really heavy time right now. This could be somebody that is really freaking out, having some issues where they don't feel that they're completely balanced, because with this card, feeling trapped, this could even be a mind thing where you can't get out of it. Anxiety and depression. Maybe you're putting yourself where I can't stop overthinking. You know, this is going to happen. You doomsday thinking for some people. For some people, this could just be you dealing with really, really major anxiety or depression, and you can't find your way out of it. Now, this is nothing to be taken lightly. Mental health is really, really important. So if you feel like you're hitting this stage, you got to reach out. Reach out to people around you. Reach out to the doctor. If you're on medication, make sure you're taking your meds. Because some of you may be feeling like you're out of step. There's a lot of anxiety. This person feels like a lot of people are watching them. Now, this could even be in connection with a new job. You could be stressing because you feel like a lot of eyes are on you, and it's causing you to be a little bit stressed, which could lead to sickness. Won't apply to everybody, but for some people that could be part of your issue. You could have anxiety about starting a new job, or either starting to work in a field or something that could be a completely different thing than what you're normally used to. For some of you, you may be overthinking the situation, or you could just be feeling trapped within this anxiety. For some of you, you could be dealing with depression and you don't know how to come out of it. Please reach out to a healthcare professional or provider. For some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who's going through some major sickness, major illness. This could even be you that's going through something that's causing you to have some anxiety. Maybe something, bed rest or being limited is making you feel trapped. So for card number 6, like I said, it's a heavier energy, won't apply to everybody. But if you are dealing with the energy, I would suggest definitely trying to reach out to a healthcare provider, taking your medicines, going to therapy. There's possibly even changing your diet. Some of you may even be researching, how do I get past this? Some of you may be feeling this so bad that it's like, okay, I need a freaking vacation. I need to get away. So there's definitely something that's coming in that's going to help you move forward. Don't feel like you have to come out of this quickly. There's no magical thing that's going to say, okay, all of a sudden you're going to feel better. This is going to take a little time. But make sure that you reach out and take the time that you need. All right?